Are we good? We're rolling. All right. Hey, good morning, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Look, when I talk to you all, I really expect a response back. Let's try this again since, you got a limited time here. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow, you'll pay for that. Okay? All right. Now, who can tell me why we use grid coordinates?
Find out where we are.
See how close we can get to the drop off.
To the drop-off?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Kendra?
Find out where we are.
To find out where we are, okay? So we've been talking about grid coordinates. So it's very important to know where we're at, persistent in a military setting, and as cadets, you need to know that. Now, how many of you can tell me the difference between 4, 6, and 8-digit grid coordinates? How many of y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Destiny, what's the difference?
4-digit grid gets you within 1,000 meters, and then a 6-digit grid gets you within 100, and then 8 gets you within 10 meters.
Okay, so 104, then what?
1,000 is 4, so
Right. Then,
6,
for what?
100,
And,
8,
4.
10.
All right, got it. All right, has everybody got that? 1,000, 110. So today we're going to be plotting 8-digit grid coordinates, which gets you in 10. Now, why is it important? Anyone tell me why it's important to plot the grids accurately? Anybody? Maria?
To know exactly where you're going, where your destination is.
Yeah, to know exactly where you're at. Okay? This is not like reading a GPS signal on your thing. This is a map reading. This is one of the skills that you must learn, because if you don't have a GPS signal, you got to learn how to be able to read a map. One of the things to do map reading is you got to be able to plot grids accurately, which the senior cadets have done, and they'll help you. Okay, yesterday we learned how to plot 6-digit grids. Last week we plot 4-digit grids. Today we're going to plot 8-digit grids. Okay? So what I have up here now is 8-digit grid coordinates. Everyone should have their protractors, maps, and at least a number 2 lead pencil should be sharpened. All right, let's continue on. What we got up here is a grid square. You know that we read the grid squares right and up, horizontal, vertical. All right, slide. Okay, so what we have here is you have your grid square, excuse me. Now you have your protractor. Now you're going to line your protractor right here, just like this is depicted. Next slide. Here's where it gets important. Okay? When you're given a grid, you're going to put it, that's why you have that pencil, a pencil instead of a marker or even a pen. If you use a pen, it could bleed, or a marker is even bigger. And when you use a fine point pencil, it's very small and it's very accurate. Here, it depicts that we have plotted the point right here. But that's not all. That just shows you where the point is. Now we're going to know how to get there and how close we're going to be. So we're trying to get to an 8-digit grid, which would put you within how many meters?
10, sir.
10. Okay. So the grid is 0282. Next slide. Now if you notice, they've taken the protractor, and you can follow along, take the protractor, and you line it up. Each one of these grid ticks, the big ones, account for 100 meters. The little small black ones in the middle are 50 meters. Now you're going to have to do some calculation, okay? And I'll show you why, between those. So now, if you do this grid is 0259. Why is that? Because it starts with 02, because we're in the 0282 grid box. And now you got to find where this is. See how it's lined up? Did everybody do that? Now see, it's not 60, is it?
No.
All right, so if you come over here and it's 5, that's 50, that's 55, then you're going to have to add it up. Kind of like a calibrated eyeball, if you will. All right, so now who can tell me without doing the next one, what would that be? Anybody? 82, oh, 31, let's see. Correct. Now does everybody see how we've done that? I know this is fast and furious, but we've already learned how to do 4 and 6-digit grids. The 6-digit grid is just 6 coordinates. This is an 8-digit grid. All right? So now, what we're going to do is, I have 3 instructors. Stand up. Cadet Harry Miller, Cadet Harry Potter, or James Miller. Harry Potter for me. Cadet Ryan Purdue, and Cadet Chase Hatton. They're all senior members of the Raider team and it pains me to say this, but they actually are master map readers. Okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start plotting 3 grids. Your task today is to plot 2 out of 3 correctly. They'll be here to assist you if necessary, and then they'll be able to grade you. Harry, go ahead, take it from here.
Alright, 3 points you're going to plot are up here on the whiteboard. Don't have to do it in this order, any order you want. Whenever you find your point, write it down on the side of your map. Your points are 16, 30, 93, 88, 07, 46, 94, 24, and 11, 55, 85, 86.
All right, start plotting those grids and they'll come by. Got a question there, Cadet King.
Yes,
Who
sir.
erased my nutrition and fitness thing? You guys keep going. Keep going. Start plotting. Who did that?
That was me, sir.
You erased this? You erased what I had on here previous from my other class?
Yes, sir.
That is for my class, the other class. Don't erase it. I don't want everybody to feel like they're, come on. If you're a Raider team member, this should become fairly easy. Now you can multitask while I talk. I'll give you an example. I was conducting a mission, a real world mission, and we're plotting grids. And my main land nav guy plotted, and we were 100 meters off. What did that mean? 100 meters is about the length of a football field. It put us in a very bad predicament. That's why it's accurate. For some of my Ranger students, I used to plot grids, and they had to find the grids or they wouldn't be able to eat. Needless to say, those who could plot accurately found their food. Those who couldn't plot accurately, they didn't eat that day. Now, obviously, your high school students, I won't do that to you, unless you're on the Raider team. If you're on the Raider team, I will most certainly do that to you. All right, graders, just check. Anybody having any issues right now? If you have any issues, ask one of the 3 senior cadets. You doing good, Tyler? Summer, you doing good?
Yes, sir.
Are those authorized sandals? Are those authorized sandals?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just checking. I didn't know. I could cut the tension in this classroom with a dull butter knife. Harry,
Sir,
Chase really can plot grids, right?
thank you, Ken, sir.
Okay. Is your group done?
Kendra's still working, sir.
Okay. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Finished? Winston, are you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we may have some fun with this, all right? I'll tell you why after this is, I'm gonna figure out what you've got done. Again, you're trying to get within 10 meters. The cadets who've been on the Raider team will tell you how important it is. When they're the Midwest region champs out of 12 states that do map reading. If they failed to plot correctly some of those grids, they would never found their points. Now that's just a competition. But in real world, if you're out there, what's the name of this big park that you guys go to sometimes?
Triangle.
No, the Gorge,
River.
River Gorge. If you got a map, you know how to plot. I guess just keep walking east. Yeah, seriously. Don't erase. I mean, that took me a large amount of time to do that. All right, you should be wrapping it up now.
My group's done, sir.
Okay. Is your group done? Is your group done? Okay. Which of this group got what they get? Houston?
I got 3 out of 3, sir.
Good. Dalton? Kendra? 2 out of 3? Summer?
2 out of 3, sir.
1 out of 3? Well, you're new. Maria?
2 out of 3, sir.
Listen.
2 out of 3.
All right. So good. What we're going to do now is It's gonna be very simple. You guys all did very well, you did an outstanding job. Michaela, I'm gonna give you Ryan Purdue, Cadet Purdue, and he's gonna help you with that. Now, is the plotting pretty easy?
Yes, sir.
All right, now we know. Now what did we learn today? Well, we learned how to plot 8-digit grid coordinates. Did we learn the difference between 4, 6, and 8-digit grids?
Yes, sir.
We learned the importance of it. We learned the importance of the accuracy, and fundamentally, why is it important? Because you don't wanna get lost. All right? Now, I will tell you that everyone, you did a great job, and so here's what we're gonna do next week. You're gonna like this. Next week, you'll take your protractor, your map, your pencil, and I'll give you a magnetic compass. We will go to the Bluegrass Army Depot. From that point, I'll give you a refresher class. The senior cadets will tell you how to do your, some of the pertinent things as far as pay scout and using the compass, which you've already been taught. You will then plot 5 grids, a 6 and 8-digit grid coordinates, okay? And you have to go out and find your points. Any questions?
No, sir.
Sure. Because we'll go there next week. One of the grids will have a secret little pot of something. If you find it, then we're going to have an ice cream party. If you don't find it, then we're going to have a flutter kit party. All right. Outstanding. Give yourselves a hand. Cut.